So in a clip I've seen on Pinterest, we're going to make a split nose today, which means we need to create scar wax. Now, scar wax is a really, really horrible thing to use. I hate it. It's expensive, but I found an easy way to do it. And all you are going to need is Vaseline, flour, and your foundation, which makes scar wax. So I've done 2 very small teaspoons of flour, 2 small teaspoons of Vaseline, and then I've just squirted in I think it was like 3 or 4 pumps of the foundation, which makes this really sticky mess, but I'm going to show you how to use it. So with scar wax, you can use this to create like splits here, or like a bullet hole, or just anything that you kind of like, you want to create a wound into. Obviously you're not going to do that into your skin, so we're going to create something that looks like your skin, and then you can cut into it. So we're going to put this on our nose, and we're going to roll it into a little sausage, and then stick it. Oh, I didn't really think about my nose piercing, but there we go. I've got to look like an elephant. So I've never used this before. Well, I've used scar wax before. Okay, so I've noticed with this, same as scar wax, it's quite hard to manipulate. So what I've done is I've put some moisturizer or lotion on the back of my hand, dabbing my finger into it, and then smoothing it down that way. Because if you just use your fingers, you can see here, it's just kind of catching and smearing out. So use a lotion or a moisturizer just to smooth everything out. Okay, so the next step is to make the cut into the scar wax. So you're going to want to take a blunt object. Please be very, very careful with this step. Something blunt, and take it slow. What you're going to do is take some of that lotion or moisturizer, whatever it is you have, and just run it along it so that it doesn't catch, and then we are very gently and very slowly going to cut into the nose. And then you just want to try, I think this is probably a bit too thick, to be honest, what I'm using. And just kind of like wiggle it and pull it apart, but just be really, really gentle. So the next step is to make it look bloody. Now I'm using a face paint, but you could use a lipstick or an eyeshadow. Yeah, anything like that would be good. And then just find a really thin brush, and we're just going to tap up into it. Be very gentle. Like so. Oh, it looks gross. Okay, so the next step is to make it look angry, and again you can use anything that you have. I've gone with a red lipstick. You can also use a red eyeshadow. You could also use the face paint, but just don't wet it down too much. And then just take a brush and just very gently, I'm going to dab along the edges. Don't worry if it closes up, we can reopen that again in a minute. So just tap, tap, tap. I've also taken some purple eyeshadow just to get some definition in there, and then, you know, just kind of tapping it out. So kind of the areas where, like if you had a broken nose, like where it's going to get really deep, like so. So the next bit is my favourite, adding the blood. So this I bought from Amazon. I can link it for you if you want to buy it, but if you don't want to buy it, then you can make it at home. So if you've got golden syrup, get a little tub, golden syrup and some red food dye, mix it together, and that's going to create some blood for you. So I find the easiest way to apply this is with a cotton bud, and we're just gonna kind of just create droplets and get it into the nose, like so. And that's going to drip out the bottom now, I think. And then just use the Q-tip or the cotton pad just to get some blood on the top. I don't want that to drip down too far. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. I forgot to mention, I always have something on my lap to wipe my hands on. So that's how we're looking. It's me, so I took it a step further and I used a toothbrush and I did it to make it look splattered. Please don't do it because just be careful around your eyes. Please don't do it. So I've added some staples into my nose. This part is optional. Again, just normal staples. Please be careful. I've put some mascara on and wet it and blinked, so it looks like we've got tear stains, and that's it. That's the finished look. You cannot obviously do an eye makeup before you do any of this and put your makeup on. I haven't done anything. I've just done it real basic so that you can see. And just using flour, Vaseline and foundation, we've created this. Well done, guys. Have a great Halloween. See you soon. Bye.